There's a certain scenario in life where people make content, they post it online, and then it just dies. Like the content just goes online and it's never promoted to other people. It's gone on their social media, but that's as far as the promotion goes. And the further promotion than that would be to go paid advertise that video and to basically get it in the hands of other people, for example. And you have to realize that from that point on, the further promotion from that would be for the person to use the credentials in that video to talk to people in live events about that video. You understand? So getting that message across to people in live events would be the next step. You understand? So you have to realize that, for example, a person makes a music track, they post it online, they show it on their stories a bit, and then they stop showing it at all. You understand? Because people are not watching, or because people are not helping them in some kind of way to listen to their content. No one's asking for their content. Like, people are not asking you for your content. People are not asking you for your advice. People are not asking you for what you have inside of you. They're not asking you for anything. And it can be very tough when people are not asking you anything, and you're going out there and you're giving your content to people based on what you've learned and based on everything that you are. You're giving your content, but no one's listening, no one's caring about your content, no one's giving you money, no one's giving you money for your content, and you're trying to make a living for yourself, and you got social media, you got some money in your account or whatever it is, but other people are not giving you money for your content. They're not listening to your content. They don't know who you are, and they're not promoting your content. They're not sharing your content. You understand? So that can be a tough situation for anyone to go through that for years and years, to go like that. For years and years to be making content and no one's listening to their content. So it's like you can't, you make sure that you don't give up in your life. You make sure you keep going. You make sure every single day you're helping yourself the best you can, and start doing your life the best way that you can. You have to realize you have to do something with your life. You have to communicate to people, and you have to communicate to yourself the most. You understand? Communicate to yourself the most and give yourself the love that you deserve. You understand? So start moving forward in your life. Start advertising your content to the masses, and start putting yourself into scenarios where you're entertaining people, where you're basically making events around people, and where you're now classified as your own being who's making their own money and who's got their own status. You understand? That's where you need to be.